We had the dance-off. A lot of you guys had a lot of venom towards this dance-off. People calling it the worst segment or one of the worst segments in Raw history. And yes, the crowd did not seem to know what to make of the Emma dance. This was Emma's official debut on Raw. Let me backtrack a little bit here. It was Fandango and Summer Rae against Santino in a dance-off. Santino comes out, he looks in the crowd, he says, I'm going to pick somebody to be my partner. He sees Emma, brings her into the ring. So all four of them are in the ring, and they have this dance-off. Fandango dances a little bit, Santino does, and Summer Rae dances for all of 5 seconds, and then Emma does her Emma dance, which anybody who watches NXT knows all about the Emma dance. And this segment was not a good segment. I'm not going to try to pretend like it was anything really special. It was crap. But to insinuate that this was even close to being the worst segment or one of the worst segments, top 10 worst segments in the history of Raw. Have you not been watching this show for more than 6 months? This wasn't even top 20 worst in the history of Raw. People need to calm down. I was very happy to hear them letting her use her NXT music. I love her NXT music. I say, give it a few weeks and trust me. Believe me. You will see people getting into the Emma dance. Okay, Emma will get over. On NXT, it's not like she debuted one week dancing like that. It's something that took time to develop. The crowd at Full Sail started to get into it. And now she's got this cult following down there. And yeah, they put her on TV one week here on Raw, and right away they have her doing the dance. That's the problem with some of these NXT guys when they debut them on the main roster. It's the same reason why Bo Dallas will go nowhere if they debut him with the current gimmick that he has as this cheesy babyface who's actually a heel. Okay, he got that way because on NXT, he was the babyface champion who people hated. He was the John Cena of Full Sail. So over time, he morphed into this condescending heel who masquerades as a babyface. He rebelled against the fans. He doesn't give a shit about the fans. He only pretends to. If he debuts on Raw like that without any backstory, he's dead in the water. It's almost like when they bring these guys up, they've got to start them from scratch all over again, assuming that most people who watch the show never watched NXT, which is probably true, and build those same gimmicks back up for the larger audience. I think that's what they're going to have to do. The same goes for Emma. Plus, with Emma, she comes out on NXT blowing bubbles. She does this thing where from the outside she reaches up and grabs the middle rope and then pulls herself backwards into the ring, like skinning the cat, and she barely makes it. But that's part of the gimmick. It's part of her act, and the fans love it. We'll see if she incorporates any of that into her TV character. Big E had the 5 count on NXT, and they don't let him use it on Raw for some unknown reason, so it's possible none of that stuff will ever make TV. The thing that's going to get over, though, is not some stupid dance, though. It's the fact that the girl can wrestle. The fact that her finish, for example, the Emma lock, looks painful as all hell. Looks a hell of a lot more painful than John Cena's finish. These are things I think that the fans are going to appreciate if they actually let her wrestle. If they let her wrestle, she could do all the goofy comedy she wants. If she's nothing more than just a goofy comedy character who can't wrestle because they give her 2 minutes of TV time, well, then I'd worry. But if they actually let her wrestle and do some impressive stuff in the ring, and then slowly but surely you incorporate these other elements into her character, whether it's the bubbles or the, climbing into the ring and almost not making it, and then the dance, she could be something big. Her and Paige, both of them, can be something big. They're the two women who can lead that division. I mean, AJ is great, and AJ, I hope they keep AJ around forever. But these two girls going forward, I think years from now, are the two that are going to be able to carry that division if they let them.